Hey guys, Elton and Elizabeth. We're not calling this Quarantine Kitchen anymore. I just want to tell you that because one day this will be over and we decided that we want to keep doing this. So we're just going to call it
QQ.
We're going to call it QQ. Not double Q because that sounds like a ranch. Sound like a ranch? Double Q?
No.
So QQ. I think we're going to call it QQ because she already drew a logo with the Q's. So we're going to. Is that how it's going to be tonight?
QQ.
So QQ with
Double Q.
Alton and Elizabeth. That doesn't sound too cutesy, like cutie.
I don't. They can. I'm sure they're saying.
Okay, so here's the thing.
pointing at
If you
pigments
don't like QQ, give us better. Give us something better. I don't know why I
Or
went
if you're fine with Quarantine Kitchen.
or if you like Quarantine Kitchen, let us know that too. I went with a winter scarf and it's May.
Well, I'm wearing wool because it's chilly. It's chilly.
I'm getting a lot of negative feedback on my
Chilly.
scarves,
You
which
know,
I'm a
you
little
gotta do
upset
you.
about.
He literally wears a scarf every day. It's not just for this. He wears a scarf. He gets up in the morning and he puts on. It doesn't matter. He puts on a scarf. That's him. Love him or leave him. Or let him be lonely.
Jeepers,
the name of
that
the
gives me
song?
like one good option. That's like one good option.
the name of the
I don't
song?
know.
Love him or love me or leave
Leave me,
or let me be
or
lonely.
leave me the hell alone. So it's Song Week here on QQ, double Q, Q squared. No, I don't like Q squared. Double Q. That's like, well, it doesn't matter. Are you rehearsing?
Yeah.
So we miss traveling. I don't know about you guys. I don't. It's the longest I've been off an airplane in my adult life, I think. And we miss getting on airplanes. We miss going places. We miss that sense of kind of celestial dislocation that one gets when you're on an airplane at 37,000 feet. I just made that up. Celestial.
That's kind of what it is. I mean, it's a time. It is literally a time machine. You get
It's
off
time
in one
machine.
place, then you go overseas if you're traveling long distance, or
And-
even across country, and you get off and you're in an entirely different world, and you don't feel great
You
because you
feel
got off
great.
an airplane, but you're
Because your
excited.
soul hasn't caught up with you yet.
Because your soul hasn't caught up with
Because
you.
your soul hasn't caught up with you yet. Anyway, one of our favorite songs about travel that actually we encountered on a Wes Anderson movie was, I don't think I ever actually heard that song before until I heard this. Anyway, this is a number from the
But
Kinks.
it's more than about travel.
It's more than
find
about
it
travel. It's
existential.
also about existential issues. This is a number from the Kinks from 1970, the same album that gave us Lola. This is Sometime Tomorrow. That's the name of it. This time tomorrow. You're usually in front of me.
Let's just go.
You're in front of me.
Nope,
You're supposed to-
I'm happy.
This time tomorrow, where will we be? In a spaceship somewhere, sailing across an empty sea. This time tomorrow, what will we know? Will we still be here, watching an in-flight movie show? We'll leave the sun behind me, and we'll watch the clouds as they sadly pass me by. 7 miles below me, I can see the world, and it ain't so big at all. This time tomorrow, what will we see? Fields full of houses, endless roads, crowded streets. I don't know where I'm going, I don't wanna see. I feel the world below me looking up at me. Leave the sun behind me, and we'll watch the clouds as they sadly pass me by. In perpetual motion, and the world below doesn't matter much to me. This time tomorrow, where will we be?
That was, for some reason, very difficult for us.
No smart-ass comments about our lack of harmony, okay? You work on your harmony and we'll take responsibility for our harmony. All right, de-instrumenting. Instruments are going away.
Breaking it down.
Breaking it down. We don't have any roadies. So you're gonna drop it all.
We're hiring
you get wine now.
virtual
You get wine now.
cameramen and roadies.
This, I'm not gonna
Music
make
week.
it, I'm not gonna make it through an hour with the winter scarf on. I'm just not.
Well, then you lose poorly.
I'm burning up. Do I just reveal that I have a goiter and be done with it?
No, you don't have a goiter.
I don't have a goiter because that would be like busting out like that. This has to go. But now people are just going to complain about my ungroomed chest hair because they complain about something hairy on me every week. What about that ear hair? What about the his floof? I'm a corgi. I've got floof. By the way, speaking of dogs, while we're on the subject,
What?
do you notice the new phone, guys?
Oh, can
We
they
got
tell?
a new phone. I don't know. I want to know if they can tell. We broke down and got
Yeah, we did
a
it.
better phone. We can see your comments. Did I just become a virtual roadie for Alton Brown? If you would like that, absolutely.
Mhm.
This whole time I thought AB had a hickey.
We also get virtual groupies and virtual.
It's like, remember what we did in the shadows last week? Guillermo, come over
Come
and
and
put
get
your
the
put your
neck
neck
in
in
my
my
mouth.
mouth. Okay,
Anyway.
nobody remembers that. The other thing that we want to show you guys is there are other upgrades here in the kitchen. Scabs is now
Mr. Puff,
the
Mr.
booze.
Puff has been relocated.
The booze bottles have been replaced, and Mr. Puff has been put there. We actually don't have any idea why she decides to be there
I just think she wants to be
during the
part
show.
of it.
You think she just wants to be part of it?
Yeah.
I don't 100% disagree with you. So before we put our camera into its usual position for the show,
Oh, we got your stool.
damn it, the stool's downstairs.
We'll go get it. We'll find a break. A reason for me to go down to the basement.
We got a
is
bar
normal
stool. We got a bar stool so that we wouldn't have to put
For you.
the camera like that anymore. Cheers.
Cheers.
Deep drink. So
Yet another song.
another song, Destroy.
Another.
Let me tell you, that song's a lot harder than
It's very
those
hard.
scrubs.
It is. And all these songs we've been learning, it's, no, actually, because you had a hard time with No Scrubs, but
Oh, I did.
props to all these musicians. I guess they're good at what they do, because it's harder.
Thanks for putting up with that. Anyway, as most of you read from the title, we generally don't plan squat.
Well, I don't know what it is. Squat or squat. Squatty squat.
Half squat, but not a full-on squat or a Sasquatch.
This was, yeah.
But we had so freaking many comments last week about Kale this and Kale that and Kale whatever. That we decided, fine.
We
you
are
know
a
what?
nation divided
You
on
know
kale.
what?
But this was his idea. I didn't even know. He's like, oh, we're doing kale pizza.
You just gave it away. Oh. It was going to be a secret. The kale pizza was going to be a complete secret.
Okay, kale pizza. It's out now. Alert the media. Fly a plane overhead.
You know, you could work with me.
I
made pizza dough, which I'm going to set out now. But we have had a disagreement all week long about kale. And this, of course, is called dinosaur kale. It's the straight stuff instead of the curly stuff. I don't like the curly stuff.
I like the curly stuff better. Truth be told, I don't sit around and chew on kale all day. I don't like put a chip, whatever, between my cheek and I have to have it cooked. I don't, just sit around and, chill on some, no. And honestly, once I went to a dinner party in Oregon a few years ago and I was not good. Kale can be horrible. It can be horrible as demonstrated.
Scabigail.
No. No takers.
Come get daddy's kale.
But
anyway,
it can also be really good if it's cooked well. And the debate has always been to massage or not to massage.
So
the kale.
here's the thing. What we discussed all week long and what we argued about was the entire massaging of the kale thing. Elizabeth says that it's completely unnecessary.
And he says,
I did it lovingly like this. You punched me. This is why people think you don't like me. I
love you.
I flinched though. I flinched. I believe that the massage is there, but there's been some recent and new research about this that has come out recently. And so what we thought that we would do is that we thought that we would bring in a colleague, someone who is more of an expert on these matters. And so this is our first guest, and I'm just working on doing a little test zooming here. This is a...
He's a colleague of yours. I'm just a fangirl. I'm getting a little weak in the knees here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, try to hold it together. And we're gonna go ahead and go over now to on our computer, and it's the Swedish Chef. Hi, it is so good to see you. We got to work together a few years ago on a Food Network thing. You were wonderful. I've learned so much from you. So we'd really like for.
And I just had a crush on you since I was 8.
You had a crush?
I had a crush on him.
Well, you didn't. You didn't mention that
did.
before. You could have.
I know, but I have to just come clean and say that
I know he gets around. He gets around.
I'm blushing.
Okay.
No, he's not.
How do you know if he's blushing? It's really hard
No,
to
I'm
tell.
blushing.
Anyway, so what we're hoping, Chef, is that you're going to be able to solve this quandary for us and help us straighten this out. Right now, I am a big proponent of the kale massaging, and Elizabeth does not like the kale massaging. Can you tell us who's right? Well, of course. I mean, I did. I read your Helsinki paper when it came out back in, what was that, like '97. So, have you really updated your feelings on this at this point? So you're saying that it's really it's more of a matter of aroma rather than flavor? Oh, the sniff sniff. Okay, so it is the sniff sniff. So clearly, I have won this competition. I won this.
I think that he leaned a little more towards letting the kale speak for itself. That if you sniff it, and it doesn't need to be massaged, then you don't have to.
All right, Chef. Clearly, she and I are still going to disagree. But what we'd really appreciate is if you were going to massage the kale with oil, would you give us a demonstration of the most recent techniques?
Maybe your grandmother's technique is Swedish.
You got your kale. Oh, he's putting a towel on it.
I didn't.
The oil goes on the towel. What is that? He's playing music.
Okay.
Okay. Is the music necessary? Is that a
shiatsu? Is that a
No,
shiatsu?
it's a Swedish music.
Oh, shh. No.
Well, can we ask you any more questions now? Or are you really just okay? We're gonna thank you. We're just gonna let you go and have private time with.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Shh, bye. That was weird.
He totally backed my play.
But maybe he sniffed that kale, and that kale clearly needed.
Does he look like a kale sniffer?
He said sniff.
He said sniff sniff, but don't you know what that is in Swedish? It means rub. So he clearly wanted us to massage. I took his seminar.
The question is that massage kale is really when you're going to do kale salad and things like a raw kale, right?
But we're not doing that because you've already given away what we're going to do.
Yeah, but I don't really do raw kale much. I know you have a really good kale salad.
I do have
book.
in my book, Everyday Cook, available now. But that okay. I'm going to move the camera because now we got to move over to our tripod, our famous. It's actually an old Johnny Walker box, so that's nice. Okay, so everybody said that they liked this position last week because they were able to see what was going on. So the plan. Hey, the frickin' Swedish Chef.
Give it up.
Our first guest.
He's aged well.
The man is ageless.
He's ageless.
Ageless. The Swedes, you can't tell with those people. You literally cannot tell how old they are. So I'm going to turn off the grill over here.
That would be nice.
I do have the oven on.
I'm going to move my device over here.
Yes, you move your amp. I'm going to get rid of my computer here. And we'll get to doing a little bit of cooking if you guys can see.
Okay. One of those test patterns when we both need.
We need well, that's called a commercial, but we have no sponsors, so we don't have any commercials.
Test pattern thing.
How are you guys doing? Everybody okay? I want to mention that at the end of the show, we're actually going to do a thing this week where we're going to answer some of your top questions from comments that you had last week. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. I know a lot of you make comments during the show, and I can see, will I do a pierogi? We might get along to that. Martini, okay? I quit drinking. I've given up drinking, which is why I'm only having red wine. It's kind of like that scene in My Big Fat Greek Wedding where it was, I'm a vegetarian, okay, I'll make lamb. Kind of the same thing, but I'm not drinking liquor. My wife made the largest garden bouquet in the world, so if you see anything green attacking me from the side, it's not the kale, it's actually, are you coming back?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Trying the music thing again.
Well, you're what? Oh my gosh, you're gonna get music going, and then you're gonna go get my bar stool. So what I did is I have made some pizza dough, and I'm going to take off my watch because it'll get in the way. And this is a recipe that apparently it's Gershwin night. This is a dough recipe that was formulated for when I was making pizza every night as part of my first live show, the Edible Inevitable Tour. And it's now in my book, Everyday Cook, along with the kale salad. And I really do think that for me, it's kind of the last pizza dough. It's the last thing I have to say about pizza dough. I got nothing left to say about pizza at this point. So I'm just gonna get a dough ready. And actually, I think I'm gonna get two ready, just in case we need it. Little flour here. I'm going to set the kale off to the side. You guys see okay? Everybody complains every week saying we don't have a tripod. Clearly, the camera is being held by something, and we're not using that microphone. So many of you complained last week about the microphone.
Yeah.
That we're going raw. We're hoping that this new sexy phone is going to do it. You think the music's too loud? You think it'll be all right? I can't tell. Is the music too loud? A&E's kitchen. I don't think we can use A&E, it's taken. All right, they're not saying the music's too loud, so I'm going with it. Okay. I'm gonna just quickly get these things right. Oh, thank you. Well, let's see if this actually makes me shorter.
Yes. Good job.
They say this is how Paul Prudhomme did all of his shows towards the end. So I let this dough rise for about 18 hours, no, 20 hours. It's a no-knead bread. No-knead pizza dough, basically. And then I divided it into 3. Now I'm just going to ball that up so that will be ready for us. And I'll let that kind of bench-proof here. I don't think I need any flour right now. I wanted it here in case things got sticky, but this dough's so perfect.
How far in advance can you make this, seriously? Because pizza dough, how long can you leave it in the fridge?
You can leave it in the fridge for a long time. Actually, I worked at a pizza place in college, during college, where we left doughs for up to 5 days. After that, things get pretty bad. And you can't have a refrigerator that's over about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Your wine, my sweet. So, I did my part. And the oven, oh shoot.
What?
It's being very quiet. It's fine, it must be fine. I turned off the vent. So, what are we gonna put on this pizza? This is going to become like, now that I have something to sit on, this is going to become one of those desk shows like Regis and, what was her name? Kathy Lee, like Regis and Kathy Lee.
So I did my part too.
Elizabeth made, you're out of the frame.
I had to make something that's in a Cuisinart because I evidently don't know how to cook without.
Somebody, she likes her food processor. There's no question. And by the way, this is not a Cuisinart.
Sorry, I call everything
it's a KitchenAid. It's a leftover from Good Eats.
Food processor.
We don't even use those on Good Eats anymore.
You're right. That device.
We use Breville's now,
device.
I think. Doesn't matter. No, I don't remember what we use. So what went into your...
Kale.
You dare me to lick that blade?
Yeah, but then we'll have to cut when you go to the hospital. Right.
I don't want to go to the hospital right now. So let me see.
Kale.
I did not see her make this.
Kale.
Lemon.
Yeah.
Zest. garlic,
Yep.
olive oil.
I use the little garlic press thing.
What?
You saw me do
I
it.
told you to get that out of the house.
You told me.
It's.
It worked. And we can
You
do
may have
as
told
well.
me. I done told you once.
Ginger. You can do other things with that.
So
Anyway,
so it's not a unitask.
it's not. You can do ginger. You can do. I'll think of other things you can do.
Chocolate chips.
Someone put cat brains last week. That's not a bad idea, but
Do you know
anyway.
how many cat people you just pissed off saying that?
Someone else said it. I'm just saying. And you, all right. And you talk about cat anuses.
Sausage and potatoes. I didn't talk about
Potatoes.
Sausage.
Potatoes.
I mean cat anus. I know.
Potato.
There's also a nut in there though, but I cannot identify what it is.
We have the pita, so we again just trying to use what we have, but I don't think they don't work. I don't think they don't work. It's double
Their
negative.
music's
They were
very
fine.
aggressive.
Okay, I'll turn it
No, I'm
down.
kidding. Don't worry about it. I'm giving you crap. So we have a pesto. So we're gonna do a green pizza.
I put a little bit of mint in there too, because the mint does brighten off my giant mint off the porch. It's very subtle.
I would not have known it was there if you didn't tell me. Why do you do that?
Because things like, if I do spinach too, like most people think of pesto as like basil, which has got a lot of brightness to it, and kale doesn't as much. You say you like these. So he's like, make it bigger and better and fluffier, and then he complains about it.
Well, there we go.
Anyway, so the mint just kind of brightens it, lack of better. I think that's an overused word, but that's what it does. I think it lifts it.
Are there any cheese in here?
No, you said not to. We're gonna wait. You said to wait on the cheese.
I did.
I normally would put Parmesan or
Doesn't matter.
fajita,
All right,
but
so we're gonna use that as sauce.
no.
Okay. What else? What else is going on the pizza?
Well, you cut up a bunch of mushrooms, which we talked about.
Actually, we had. Yes, we talked about mushrooms. But see, I'm supposed to make it sound like we're just kind of discovering this. That you're just not going to have that.
No.
Yes, I sautéed some mushrooms, like right before the show,
Yeah.
because we needed to have it,
Yeah.
and we didn't want to.
Right. Bore them with our cutting of mushrooms.
Well, maybe they like seeing us cut up mushrooms.
Well, that happened. So we have mushrooms.
All right, so I'll get the mushrooms. What else?
Onions.
Do
Do you not get onions? We have shallots.
Wait, no, I have.
Oh no.
Look, okay, no, we'll cut up an onion. That's not a problem. We have about a
I
cup.
would but I don't want the onions raw. I want them sauteed. So
I'm
I'll
on
do
it,
that.
ma'am.
No,
Yep,
I'll do that.
Well,
Why? 'Cause
can I
I'm-
at least cut them?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Well, I can't cut sitting on a stool. That seems unnatural.
All right. Well, and we clearly talked about this. No meat. Although no anchovies, which I know are debatable. I like them. You like them.
I know where they are. Do you know where they are?
Yeah.
We have, so people that complain about anchovies on pizza, I haven't generally tried anchovies on pizza. We're huge fans, and they add, I know we're all sick of the word, I know I am, umami. There you go. And it's true. They completely bring umami to the party, as well as earthy saltiness.
And they're healthy.
What are you drinking this week? We should talk
Rioja.
about. You're drinking a white Rioja. I'm drinking.
Something else. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
It's Spanish. It says it's a Toro.
Did that come from
Dry
the
red
wine
wine.
guy, Sean?
This came from Sean, the wine guy here in Atlanta, who does most of our wine shopping for us and drops off things that I would not have had. I don't know a lot about Spanish wine. Simon Majumdar, I know, does and has
love
turned me on to a
Spanish
lot of them. You love Spanish
I do.
wine. Of course, if it was really Spanish wine, we would mix this with Coke.
Just let me just do that without you being like,
Oh my God, what did you just do with it? Did I really do that?
yeah, you do that. But you know, it's good for your skin. I just like anchovies.
I really do that?
Yeah. Okay.
I do the overreact. Oh my God!
Well, you know,
No.
it would have just like passed off as like, here are anchovies.
You don't like me this week.
I like you. I love you every week. I'm just
Liking and loving are completely different things. Would you like some more wine?
not just yet. I'm okay.
Okay.
So this kale we're going to do something else with. Kale on kale.
Well, if we're going to have some of that kale on kale action that I've been hearing so much about, I want to know, well, we're going to massage it. at least before it goes on the pizza, because the Swedish Chef clearly backed my play.
No, this is a serious question. Isn't massaging really when you're just going to do it raw?
I think so, yes.
So
I am a big fan. Sorry, I'm looking for a knife here.
Although I will say I did the pesto raw kale without massaging it. But I think the blades massaged it.
But it was massaged by the blades,
Yeah.
and it also had oil on it.
True.
So I think that cutting this up into whatever shape.
Sauteing it, I thought we talked about doing.
Well, if we're going to saute it, then it's not going to get rubbed.
I'll
So we're going to saute it before we put it on the pizza?
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm going to chop off this onion. I want to brag.
That's already raw, so raw and raw, but maybe a little.
We can cook them all together and then put them on the pizza. But the pizza, because here's the thing, does the pizza really cook long enough to cook those foods? Probably not. I want to give a shout out real quick. They haven't asked me to, but to some local guys. This knife and several of our other knives are made by a company called Bloodroot Blades, made near Athens, Georgia. And they repurpose old tool metals from various things. And we're fans. They make a great oyster knife, my favorite oyster knife. Usually you peel an onion before you do that to it. I just want to point that out.
But you chose not to because... the placing of the stool. Ever so gently.
And why did we get this one at such a cheap rate, the stool?
Oh, well, I was at the office and you're like, bring the office stool.
Because it was a sample.
It was a sample?
It was a stool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
But you didn't laugh.
No. Getting it and laughing.
You know what's wrong? Same thing as last week.
The lights. But then people said it's crappy light.
Oh, so you don't like our lighting, do you? Fine. We don't much care for your lighting either. Your house. Ah, that burns! Think the lighting's so great at your house?
It just
Think it's so fantastic? I'm gonna destroy our brand new. Apple gave us this phone for free. I'm kidding. Apple never gave anybody anything for free.
No.
How much onion do you want? I really do feel like Paul Prudhomme sitting here, and I've gotten that heavy, haven't I?
No.
Haven't I? Really heavy. I'm fat, aren't I?
No.
You eat whatever you want, and you look like a mom.
Oh.
You don't eat anything you want. No, you don't. You don't eat a lot of things that you want to eat. You're absolutely
right. Yeah.
Okay.
But no to the first.
So,
anyway, so we're gonna saute the.
You know what?
onion.
I'm gonna do whatever you want because I find that life is so much better when I do that. Isn't it? Isn't it better? No?
For me.
Not. And if life is better for you, then my life is actually complete.
Whatever that saying is that I don't love is that mom is happy, everyone's happy. I've never liked that saying. That's true.
I don't want to call you mama. There's something about calling you mama that's really kind of not right. You know, as long as somebody's mother is alive, calling their wife mama seems to confuse issues. All right, so we've got mushrooms. Elizabeth is stemming some kale. I did kind of a little radial cut here on the onion. I'm going to put it back together now. There we go. I have to stand up to this, so I'm going to cut myself.
You need leverage?
I need angle. How much do you want?
Oh, we are sauteing that to go on the pizza, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong? What'd I do wrong?
Nothing.
You wanted it cut differently.
I don't.
No, tell me what you wanted.
I don't care.
No, go ahead. She's going to say, well, I usually. She is. That's what's going to happen. How do you want it cut?
Just
No.
exactly.
Screw this. This is not even being used. I'm going to save this for some other time because I don't throw food away. I have another half onion. Please, do tell me. Would you like it Frenched? Would you like it julienne?
I don't know.
Would you like it small dice? Would you like? What do you want it to look like? Go ahead. Tell me. No, please tell me.
Little thin.
You want little thin strips? You want it Frenched?
I don't want it Frenched. Maybe you could show me a
That's
new
what
way.
it's called.
I didn't know.
I will French this onion for you.
On camera?
I don't know because I don't like the snappy. I don't like the snappy attitude. Because everything they claimed everything.
Attitude. It's why you married me. Be honest. No. But
Okay. I draw the line at Janis Joplin.
I didn't
You
put it on
usually
there.
pull up like jazz from the
What?
20s, and now we're listening to Artists Who Died in Vomit, Part 1. I just don't need that right now. I've already been traumatized by you embarrassing me in front of my... You didn't. I'm sorry I cut the onions wrong.
You didn't cut them wrong.
You guys seem very far away. But
Or do they taste the same?
No, they taste different. You're right. And I'm going to do it.
Why do they don't taste different? Just
They do. The
sensation
sensory,
is different.
the entire sensory thing is different. You want the trash? I'm so sorry.
It's fine. We just, we're working in like. Oh, ooh.
Is that enough? You want more?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, shit, it's hot. It was moving so fast.
See, I don't even need to be here. He just put on all night long with himself. I just want everybody's laughing. Oh, it must be nice. Must be so nice.
Oh, shit. All right, where would you like these, my sweet? There's a lot of onions still laying around here. I'm just gonna hide it from the camera so that nobody can see it.
We're gonna smell like onion later.
Is this what you meant, by the way?
Yes, that is
this exactly, perfectly what you asked for?
Perfection.
So I was teasing you
Perfection.
by not giving you what you wanted and then slowly giving you what you wanted. I've tasted worse.
Okay.
Oh, look how nice the light is on it now as the light came in through the window.
Talk about-
Hold on, I gotta show this off. Because like the light's
Everyone
coming.
take an
Dude,
Instagram
here,
shot.
hold on. So the light's coming in through that far window is like,
This one's still got a little.
you can. Scabs. It's all right, relax, okay?
I wonder why.
People were wondering and worried about her last week. We got approximately 700 replies or comments from you guys about
And a call from PETA.
Scabigail's butt juice situation. It's
Pumpkin.
completely in hand.
We tried
Whoever
the
gave
pumpkin,
it, we
she
tried the
wanted
pumpkin.
it.
She ate it like one day and looked at us like, what the actual fuck are you guys trying to pull here? That's not canned food. That's a goddamn pumpkin. Sorry, I said I wouldn't. Anyway, so
That's how she talks, though.
that's how
That
she
was-
cusses.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, you do her voice better. Do it.
No, it's very
Do
different.
it.
I think
do
you've
it.
actually
No,
taken
you do
over.
it. No. Come on, do her voice. It's really good when you do it.
I'm going. I don't. What's with the pumpkin? What do you? This is really not acceptable.
It's like, I don't know what I started to, now I'm nervous, but like, it's a Peter Lorre,
It's a combination of Peter Lorre and Cartman.
a little bit.
There's a
You're
little bit
more
of Cartman.
than I am.
Mommy,
Mommy.
where the hell's the canned food? I don't. Anyway, let's
All
put
right,
this down
so
and go
let's
back
talk
to work.
about the
All right.
cooking.
So you said that you wanted to saute. Oh, look at the light on your arm. It's like, it's nuclear.
Nuclear.
It's nuclear.
That's how we talk down here in Georgia.
Well,
We do all
we
kinds
can
of
do the
things.
whole show like this if you don't want.
Down
How do you
here.
want the onion cooked, my dearest sweet darling?
Well, I thought we'd saute it with the kale, maybe not with the kale, and maybe you need to talk about that, which goes in first and what goes in. And then, but when is the pizza ready for it to put on?
Well, I have to spin the pizza. We have to do that. We have to get everything ready to go on the pizza.
So it needs to be pre-sauteed.
I would.
Okay.
Well, look. Here's the thing. If you want full flavor development on the, I don't like this whole giving you cooking. It sounds like I'm giving you a cooking.
No, but I'm asking you because
I'm-
seriously, I
no,
know.
because
again,
that
I
sounds like
Forrest Gumped-
mansplaining.
No,
It sounds like mansplaining, and I freaking hate mansplaining.
And again, I know how to cook intuitively. You would agree.
Then cook.
But I don't know why.
And everything that you have made since we started
Sometimes
doing
I
this
don't know
show.
why things are done. So I'm.
What is your instinct?
I'm not like you're teaching
What is your
me how to cook. I mean, but look, I'm fast. I'm curious for reals.
What is your intuition telling you to do to these onions?
I would saute them right before I put them on the pizza.
Why
I would
right
put them on the
before?
pizza so they're still a little bit crunchy and not overly wimpy and soft. Too much. Limp. No one likes a limp onion.
Then I want you to cook them. I'm just going to prep things.
So what I'm asking is next steps because how far out is the pizza? We have to spin
So
the pizza.
here's the thing. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. I have to spin the pizza, but once the pizza's spun, we got to go. You don't spin the pizza dough until you're ready to go. You got to have everything ready.
And
So
how
if you
long
want
is it going to take to spin the pizza dough?
it's going to take about 2 minutes to spin the pizza dough.
And I need to go ahead and do
Well, I'd
this.
go ahead and if you're going to cook that, you ought to cook that. If
I'll
you're
do it.
and if I were you, if you weren't here,
I'm gonna cut this hair.
okie dokie.
What?
Because the last time you cut me, you wouldn't even let me get a Band-Aid.
If I
You
were
said
not
that
here,
in Berlin you went to a club where they did that. And
I'm a professional. What if I were not here?
if you weren't here, I'd be sad.
And what else would you be doing to the pizza?
Calling out for it.
No.
Hello, Marietta Pizza Company or some other
Domino's.
no, it would not.
Domino's. Anyway,
I have never wanted pizza bad enough.
you started to make a point. If you were not here, you would do something differently. And what is it? We're all dying to know. I'm curious, seriously.
I would par cook the onion in the kale. I would because the pizza's going to be in the oven about 2 minutes,
Right.
and it's not going to cook that stuff. So I would probably throw the
Yes.
onions in a pan and with some oil, and I would cook them very briefly,
Agreed.
about 30 seconds, and then I would throw the kale cut in there, and I would saute it real quick, and boom, I would get it off of that and onto
Agreed.
something to cool it down because I wouldn't want to put it on the pizza dough hot
Why?
because it makes it really hard to handle.
Okay.
You're buying this?
That's very close.
Is that what you?
in
What would you have
description.
done? What would you have done?
I'm like Helen Keller with this. I just put on, I'm like, oh no, I just feel my way through it. So.
The internet webs is going to love your Helen Keller impersonation. What you mean by that is you just feel
Helen
your way
Keller's
through
an amazing
it.
woman.
She was freaking.
I would feel my way through it.
Well, every time
And
you
it
do
makes a
that on this show,
language.
you end up making food that's better than mine.
Wait, they don't know that. They can't taste it.
But I know it, and I'm admitting it.
Okay, well, let's
You're-
do this thing. Let's do
Okay.
the pizza thing.
Fine. Are you going to do the cooking?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do that part of the cooking. You're gonna do the other.
Oh, you want me to do the spinning? But
Wow.
we're going to spin together. We're going to spin together.
On camera?
And I'm glad that Nina Simone's Sinnerman is up because that's one of my
camera?
favorite songs of all time. Yeah. Remember that I'm a big fan of the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. It's one of the few instances where I actually like the remake more than the original, even though the original had Steve McQueen in it. I thought the whole fact that he stole money, whereas Pierce Brosnan's version of Thomas Crown steals art, which is more fitting. But that whole sequence at the end with the entirety of Sinnerman playing is,
It's like the club version, actually, a little bit.
yeah, you're right. It is the club.
Anyway, but it's good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna saute
Are you
away.
gonna
Yeah.
use that? Are you, can you do it over here so it'll be easier to see?
I will.
Thank you.
Are you doing something else at the same time?
No, I'm just going to watch you saute stuff. It's an hour-long show. We had the Swedish Chef on. It's all downhill from here for me. No, that's not true. That's not true.
It's okay.
It's not true.
It's all right, baby. I'm not a international celebrity.
Like
That was
he is.
exciting for me.
I'm not an international, because I'm not.
I had to.
I'm
you
like,
are.
I'm a sub-regional celebrity.
Right. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Tell that to all the people. Anyway.
That's, by the way, if you want
I
more,
have
that's
to
that's
say-
plain olive oil. We cook with
I thought
light
it
olive
was
oil.
gonna be like I didn't think I was gonna be able to keep a straight face during that. Not that I kept a straight
Don't
face.
act like it was premeditated. We're supposed to act like you didn't even know.
I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull that off.
I just wanted to see what heat you were using.
The bear.
Yes, I could have looked at the knob, but
Anyway. But I didn't think I was gonna be able to.
you let that pan get a little hotter so they don't stew. Sorry.
It was seemed pretty hot, like it was already kind of warm because it's been on top of the. Can you just tell me that I'm a better cook than you and that everything I do is like great? Which you're taking your word for. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just saying, do you want to let me do this or do you want to not
Yep,
let me do
it's all you. I'm here to document. I'm here to
I
document.
don't want to be documented.
Well, that's
Because if I get documented, then you
no.
Is it hot enough?
I'm here.
spit in it.
Yep. It's hot enough. Come on, you spit in your pans. Don't tell me you don't. Don't act all high and mighty and like internet, political correct. Not only would I not spit in a pan, I wouldn't spit in a pan that was made by an oppressed. I don't even know.
All right, we need to be careful of that kind of conversation.
Well, I'm
because-
not.
I know, I'm just saying because there's an elephant in the room that we're not, well, I want to talk about it, but I think we need to acknowledge it.
There's
For
not an
real.
elephant in the room. There's a Boston. She's talking about the fact that we live in Georgia. We know we live in Georgia. Some weird stuff's gone down in Georgia.
Weird stuff.
Bad things have happened in Georgia that need to be dealt with.
And are being dealt with finally now, but it has not been a proud time.
It is.
I'm not a native.
Some shit needs to change in the state of Georgia, and that's why I want to announce. I'm sorry to surprise you with this, that I'm running for governor in what year is that? The next time.
You better be very careful with that.
I am so not running for governor. I don't even know when the next gubernatorial election is.
Well, get ready. Get your bumper stickers made, because now you're running.
I'm not running. I'm cooking. I'm cooking for You're cooking. Okay. I would probably, if it were me.
What?
Nothing.
You tell me what I should be doing.
No.
No, please.
No. You're doing great.
No.
I am defaulting. I'm defaulting to my nervous place, which is
will you go do whatever you're going to do over there, please? Thank you. It's going to be amazing. You're going to do something phenomenal. I'm going to come spin.
I deserved that. She can be cruel, but she's just.
I'm not cruel.
You're not cruel, but you're just. It's completely true. I'm going to set your pesto aside. I need a little bit more room. I've made maybe a little bit of a mess. So some flour. I'm going to get my pizza peel out. Oven is set to its hottest temperature. Also, I have a baking stone in the bottom of the oven. It stays in there all the time. I never take it out. Oven's on 500 degrees. Yep, that's damn hot in there. I have my pizza peel. Look at how the lights are perfectly... It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I could reach in and... I've got my pizza peel, and I'm going to need some cornmeal.
Also, your spanking peel.
Ow. Oh.
Come on. I know you all do that with these things.
Oh.
Long handle's good for...
I was bad. I admit it. I need to be punished.
I didn't even know we had that.
You didn't know we had that? Huh.
Things are different now.
Things are different now.
Things are going to change around here.
I think my Food Network contract just got canceled. I need cornmeal. Holy God. So there's, people think we have a lot of food. It's actually all a display. It's like all lined up. Somebody's been in the chocolate chip cookies. Not me. Yeah. I need cornmeal. All right. I've got corn flour. It's not exactly what I want. Hey, you want to put dulse in the pizza? No. Because you put it in everything else, don't you? All right, well, I'm going to use corn flour because it's all we have. I don't have any actual cornmeal. So I'm going to use this. This is
cornmeal. Oh my God, I asked you and you're like...
All right, so you asked me and I said we had it and I was wrong. We've got Bob's Red Hill corn flour. We'll use... Do you want something to put that on? Can I get you a plate?
I'll get it.
All right.
You do your thing.
All right, fine. Gee, what time is it? We're 44 minutes in. We got to get going here. All right, so I've got some corn flour for my peel. This recipe calls for about half a bottle of red wine.
Whoa! Down your throat?
But I'm not drinking. No, it's to deglaze things. All right, flour. What is that?
You laughing. You funny.
All right, the camera's just in the perfect place this time. Thank goodness. Dough feels nice and pliant. What?
They will be the judge of that.
Can you see it or not see it? They can see it because it's in the frame. I can see it.
They have opinions.
They have opinions. So I'm going to flatten it out. And truth is, I lit it over proof a little bit. It's got a lot of bubbles in it, which is going to cause us troubles. later on
Troubles
because
and troubles?
we're finally going to get some. We are going to have a goiter, and it's going to be on our pizza.
Oh, that's sexy.
That's not sexy. Goiters are rarely sexy, though. I'm not going to.
Goiter?
If you're into that, is that hyperthyroidism or what causes goiters?
Typically, I associate them with
Lack of iodine. Come into the frame. You're right. Come here. Thank you. You got your stuff all done, right?
got my stuff all done. Okay, now you floured. Oh, here we go, folks.
So
Pizza spinning can.
I'm trying to match the music. You didn't even notice.
I did notice.
And it
But you do
irritated
that all the
me.
time. No, it's
What?
cute.
I do what all the time? Match things to music? Why do you have to be out of the frame? You're always like,
Because I'm not.
they rather see you than me. They've said so. Their comments are quite clear on the matter. Let Elizabeth talk more. Let
Here
Elizabeth do
I
more.
am,
We
the
don't
one
really
that
need
love,
you.
Asking for another day. Remember that really horrible song from the 80s? You probably just recovered.
All songs! Not all
No.
songs. There were good songs from the 80s.
That was not one of them.
There were some great Smiths
I
albums.
was somewhere-
There was
a lot
a
of
couple of
really
very
great
good Tears for
stuff.
Fears albums in the 80s. There was one good David Bowie album in the 80s. A couple of good Joe Jackson album.
We went to a Joe Jackson concert, and he was like, "Look at all of these old people."
Who the hell are these old people?
There were two of them. But there were some other, really great Bauhaus and not to mention the
Bauhaus.
Ramones.
The Ramones.
Some punk.
They were kind of over by then.
Bad Brains. I saw them. Anyway,
Who didn't you see? Oh, and while we're talking about the Ramones,
what?
who made out with Joey Ramone?
I don't
What
talk-
year
I
was
don't talk
that?
about- I don't talk about that. I'm talking about
Ixnay on the OEJ,
Make Outie. I don't know.
Inch Frey Isingay.
Okay, no. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, how big? is
That's all right.
your
When we got
pizza?
married, she made me give up Deborah Harry's phone number. Never knew Deborah Harry. She's like 75 now. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, she looks great. She looks amazing. And my other big idol,
Who was your other big idol?
Patti Smith.
Patti Smith.
And for my, can I show them my Mother's Day present?
Of course you can if you want to. Your Mother's Day present. Your dogs did this. I didn't have anything to do with it.
There's onion everywhere.
What?
There's onion all over.
Okay,
the
I'll
house.
clean up.
My Mother's Day present got me. Most people are not going to. It's Wit by Patti Smith, who I adore, and I read everything.
Sign.
First edition signed.
The dogs gave this
Just
to you.
exciting.
I didn't do
I'm
it.
sure everyone is like, "Oh my God, stop with this! It's so annoying." But I thought it was very, 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 very sweet. And there's Patti Smith signed it.
She's a very big Patti Smith fan. Patti Smith, you know, it's funny when you think about Patti Smith, you know who she reminds me of? She
Me.
reminds me of Anthony Bourdain.
Just kidding.
Well, you, but also Anthony
Yeah,
Bourdain.
yeah.
I told him that once, that he reminded me of Patti Smith, and he really liked that.
I did rip your arm off once in public. We went to something and
We went to an event in a movie theater in New York, and Patti Smith was there, and she's like literally like, yeah, I'm not ever impressed by celebrities. Holy shit, it's Patti Smith! And Patti Smith
I
standing
didn't
there
say
like,
it
you did. You were
loudly.
very cool. You just ripped my arm like out of the socket sideways, which is totally okay.
I got excited.
And one of the Ramones was there too, and
The one we can't remember.
the one
It's
that's
alive. The one
there's one. Yeah, there's like one.
It's not Dee Dee. I looked it up. So it's either
Dee Dee
Joey or
did. Dee Dee did.
Johnny. Johnny. Must be
Happy
Johnny.
birthday, Ving Rhames, by the way.
Oh, really?
You know what made me think of that? You said somebody did, and I was thinking about
He did.
Zed.
Zed did.
Evil on your head.
Zed
All right,
The gimp.
here we go. Is all your stuff ready? Oh, cheese.
Born ready. Where is it?
We're down to like pre-ground Parmesan.
Where is it?
Well, it's in the frickin'.
Or just leave it downstairs?
No, I didn't leave it
Okay.
downstairs. I'm prepared. It's not like my Instagram live last night where I didn't have
Anything.
Anything.
That's okay. I was there for support.
You did support me. I never would have made it without you.
With a bit
So
of
you don't want to use flour for this because it makes messy. got too much on it.
Make messes.
I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this. I'm not super happy with this this dough.
Why?
It's not a great pizza dough. Trust me. Just take my word for it. I can feel
It's springy.
it's springy and it's going to be bubbly and it's going to come out looking like Slimer.
Everything goes like this.
From-
It's like it's fighting you.
That's not what's fighting me. The dough is not what's fighting me. Do you want to put your here? I'm going to get you a spatula. You're doing the rest of this. You're on your own. What happened to that green spatula? People say we bicker. Why don't you use this?
Do we bicker?
We don't bicker.
We discuss.
We don't actually
This is
bicker.
big.
It seems big.
So big.
Well, let me
So big.
let me see if I can find the white one. Is that a little enough for you? I got the white one. That good for you?
Okay. Do you want to put oil or anything on there first? I'm just asking. I'm not knowing. Because again, he'd be like, "Oh, we should have. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we didn't." There we go.
There's nothing in here. It's
know.
empty. I'm using a silicone brush.
We're using the silicone brush. This is Ina and Martha,
Ina and Martha.
making
All right,
pizza.
this is when you're making the best. We're using the good olive oil. People can't hear us that far away. All they're hearing is Nina Simone. That's what all the comments are going to be. God damn it, we can't hear you.
It's a music video for Nina Simone. Can they hear us?
I don't know if they can hear us or not.
Maybe.
You have aggressive negotiations, it says.
Is that in lieu? We're not bickering.
We're not
Aggressive
negotiating.
negotiation. Okay.
I put all the oil on there that we had. Oh my God, no.
What? Am I spreading it more thinly? I just had to get around to it.
I understand. You're doing excellently.
Was I too aggressive with
You
my
weren't aggressive.
negotiation
You
with
weren't,
Kale?
no. People don't understand us, and they don't need to understand us. They have their own marriages to tend to. Ours is
I
fine.
think we have a lovely marriage.
We have an awesome marriage. No, that's not true. You're awesome. I'm here and making a marriage.
That's so sweet. You can be intense.
I'm not intense. Okay, are you gonna?
What would you like me to
Nothing.
do?
Nothing.
Tell me. Tell me.
No, it's good. That's like perfect. I just wanted, it's like, shit.
What?
Hold the camera. I let it slide off.
Other than that.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
it's like-
So this is going to be more like a paramecium than a. It's just. Oh, here. All right. You do the rest of the. You're gonna. Maybe. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Tell me. You start saying
No.
I'm willing to do it.
You are
just have
right.
to tell me.
No.
What am I doing?
You are instinctively cooking.
I don't know what you want. Would you like?
As long as some cheese gets on there eventually, I'm happy.
Would you like chunks of garlic, like actual garlic chunks?
No, there's so much garlic in the pesto already.
Okay.
I'm totally good.
I'm just asking. This is a lot of kale. We've lost all the kale haters now. And believe me,
Just put it all
I'm
on
right
there.
there with you.
Put all that frickin' kale on there. Kale haters be damned. They're gonna all die of colon
And
cancer.
I'm telling
anyway.
you, I didn't start out loving kale.
No,
all right?
you didn't.
This is a learned
You didn't?
necessity, and I had to find ways to make kale palatable.
Because Elizabeth had some health issues, some autoimmune health issues, and one of the things that absolutely positively makes you better is kale and a
K.
shitload of it.
Yeah.
So we don't have the good Parmesan cheese. We have the shitty
Although we shouldn't be
pre-ground.
whispering.
Well, you're right. But
Without
Martha,
my cat, we always be screaming. Is that what happens?
put it on there, baby.
There you go.
Woo! You know what we need? Heat.
Yes, we got the pepper. Did you get peppers? Remember we talked about peppers. The red can. Cherry
I
tomatoes,
forgot to
cherry
get the
tomatoes.
peppers. I think, yeah.
4 pepper flakes.
No. Oh. How about a jalapeno? Will a jalapeno be all right? Or would you rather have pepper flake?
Whoa.
Would you rather have pepper flake? Would you rather? Would you rather have pepper flake, or would you want me to slice this up nice and thin?
Really thin.
I'm going to slice this up nice and thin.
Super thin.
I'm going to do it super thin. But I'm going to have to use both hands. So
Well, you got a tripod, don't you?
I do have a tripod. And I'm going to just like flip. Okay, there we go. There we go. And here we got a knife.
I'm doing
Some kale
anchovy
stuck
art.
to
My
it.
friend Sean
I'm going to seed
and
it.
his lovely wife Ilya, I'm going to show you a picture of what they did with their frittata. And it was so pretty.
God, this thing's full of seeds.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
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 What if I put a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of anchovy oil on them?
I think you totally should do that.
Maybe a tiny bit.
Sure.
That's how I get in trouble though.
So I'm not taking all the seeds and membrane out because I want it to be hot as hell.
You trying to kill me?
No, I ain't trying to kill you, baby.
No, I like to it. Oh yeah, that's good. Those aren't really super salty. Anchovies.
Excuse me while I scratch my eye. Ah!
Ever done that?
I didn't do it with an eye, but I did it with something else. Well, you made this all pretty like a goddamn Busby Berkeley movie. There we go. Oh, I wasn't going to say that word. I'm sorry. I keep offending people. Nothing. You Busby Berkeley? Or,
Oh, Busby. Oh, no.
you know?
I watched my first Buster Keaton.
You did watch your first Buster Keaton.
And
You
I
love Buster
really
Keaton. Buster
like
Keaton's
this.
the best.
I mean, not that I'm, but
You wanna
I-
just eat
I
these?
really enjoyed it. No.
Go ahead. Good. Good. It'll be like the hot ones. It'll be like that show I did, the hot ones. Where we could do
That is hot because I got even that close to my nose. Do it. You didn't drink 4 gallons of cream before. You already told them. It's gonna be a long night, boys and girls.
Good. It's good.
Yeah.
I was on the hot ones and didn't have
Really
anything
long
that
night.
hot.
Yeah, but you also drank, for reals, a lot of.
Okay, so I cheated when I was on the hot ones.
But you told him. It wasn't really cheating. It
I
was a
drank
wise-
heavy cream to line my mouth. So it'd be like, so is that hot? I'm like, no, man, not really. It's completely deflated him. It was kind of hot, but the truth is it wasn't very
You
good.
told him.
You keep saying I told them.
You did tell him.
Can I put this in the oven?
Please.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this. Now it's like sad cafe in here. All right.
What? You know what?
No, it's fine. You're a good DJ. All right, here we go.
I
So,
keep adding songs to the Play Getting a Sam playlist.
well,
I know, I'm,
You gonna do
I'm
it?
getting out of your way
it's
because
not-
you were bending over and it was
the
kinda-
Plague It Again, your playlist that you've done to go along with this show. If you guys want to follow it, it's
Plague
it's
It
just
Again
Plague.
Sam.
It's a Plague It Again Sam. All right, so there's my my stone. My oven's hot as hell. And I'm gonna turn. Oh, let me turn on the light. There we go. There we go. That's all there is to that.
And you know, the good thing
And
about-
we'll time this for.
The good thing about this is you don't have to eat the salad and the pizza. You have to have a side of sausage, I guess, if you want meat. But we got. Because
Do we have a side of sausage?
on the pizza? No, I'm just saying. It's like usually when you get a pizza, you have to get a salad also.
So I really want a big. Well, we have anchovies.
I know they're on there.
Do you want to take some questions while
Sure.
the pizza's cooking? We've got a big mess. We'll
always.
clean. By the way, there is no crew on this show, so when we're done with you guys,
Virtual roast.
you get to go, and we clean up everything.
Virtual.
And you wouldn't believe the amount of crap we took out of this kitchen, even to make just room for this. So here we go. Put this back down. When the show's over, we'll cook this other pizza. The other dough.
One maybe enough. Why are we Dutch angling again?
Well, because hold on. Because I don't want to sit on that thing. Can we?
Fine.
How's
I'm
that?
kidding. It's fine.
Why is it that these globes piss you guys off so much? Every week it's
What?
like, what's with the globes? We like globes.
We are gonna switch them out. I have a plan.
I'm sorry.
I have
Really?
a plan.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna tell you.
If you put a fern up there, we're done.
Really, we're done.
No.
You heard it here.
If you want a fern,
wait and see what happens next week.
Oh, shit.
Like 7 ferns. 7 ferns for 7 brides for 7
brothers. Yes. So ferns apparently is what's going to be going up there. So the questions,
plastic ones.
comments from last week that I'd like to address. Yes, I know. Entertainment person.
He does this always. Entertaining. Entertaining.
Holy crap,
Entertaining. I don't know where any of the other is.
I had before the show started last week, I'd had 4
yeah.
margaritas. Okay.
No, you had not actually. Oh, maybe you had. You just got excited.
I know damn well this is a julep strainer, not a hawthorn strainer. This is a hawthorn strainer. Hawthorn strainers are stupid. I don't even like that thing. I stole it from the office and I'm not gonna bring it back. This is a julep strainer. I know I said the wrong thing. 600 of you took the time to type in that I was wrong.
I think I just realized why Scabs hides back here. It's because you throw objects.
She's only like this during the show.
Yeah, because you throw objects in that direction.
But I never throw things at her.
You know,
I would
flying
never
onions
throw
and
anything
flying
at
off
Scabs.
strainers.
People have been worried about Scabs. Scabs is fine. The second this is over, she's gonna want to go play fetch and stuff. Okay, so we got the strainer thing taken care of. We absolutely, definitely know the difference between a hawthorn and a julep strainer. Number 2, yes, the dog is okay.
It's not for the flying debris. But you know what? It's smart. She just heads back that way.
She picks up on the vibe. When she's on the show, when she's on Good Eats, she falls asleep as soon as she's on camera. Okay, apparently we need to talk about the pig. All right, people keep asking, why do you have a giant, ugly red frog on your hood? As I pointed out, as we pointed out, this is actually
It looks like, you know why? I see why they think it's because
they think it's a
these are
frog
flowers.
because they think the flowers
So
are
I
feet.
got this at a.
It's a pig.
I brought this home for him because he's really amazing at cooking meat. And it was at a Chinese, not a gift shop. It was a Chinese place. Anyway, and this is they actually have altars. I mean, they still really people have these altar things, and then they do these. They have these things that they buy. I brought you a shirt, like a funky shirt thing. Oh, and the fish thing too. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, there's it's over by the stereo. So they make these paper altars. Is this for like New Year's? Is this Chinese New Year's thing?
That may have been New Year's.
Okay, so it's actually it's a pig.
Oh.
I know it's saying that. And here's the pig's. Here's the tail.
He looks pretty cooked.
Well, it has been garnished. Holy shit, that's Kale! Oh my God, he's got a little patch of kale on his back. Can I? No, I guess I'll leave that. Look at that.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, in a meal, this is the correct proportion. Is like 2 scallions, an entire pig, and 1 small bunch of kale. I agree with this. By the way, these are some of Elizabeth's paintings. They're pretty fabulous. She's a surrealist. Or do you call yourself an expressionist? Well, I like them. And then this is the nori snowflake that you made a few weeks ago, and this is a thermometer, and nobody really cares about that. By the way, Thermal works. You guys rock. That's what I want to say. I'm going to take a look at the pizza. Oop, hold on. Oh my God! See, it got goiters. I told you it was going to get goiters. It poofed because I lit the dough over proof. It's not done yet though, but I'm gonna let it go.
No proof? Too much proof it poofs?
I let it over proof on the so it poofed. All right, more questions. We've got a couple more minutes. We've been on live now for 64 minutes. It's our longest show.
Wow.
64 minutes.
Except for the kitchen.
Okay, we are using a tripod.
We have been actually since week 2.
Here's the other big issue. Yes, we actually do know the difference between pico de gallo and salsa. And just let me settle this because a lot of you kind of chimed in but didn't get it 100% right. Pico de gallo is always chunky and has very little liquid. Salsa, little bitty pieces and a lot of liquid. Neither of them have to be cooked. If there was going to be a cooked one, it would be the salsa because pico de gallo is never cooked that I can find. So that's it. So what Elizabeth made last week, it was wonderful. It had enough onions in it for me, finally, meaning that most pico de gallos don't, was pico de gallo. And I like my pico de gallo to be half onion. And those onions, by the way, should be cut perfectly the way that I cut them. Oh, shit.
I just found the mushrooms. They were hiding underneath a piece of cake. They can go on?
No, because you've got this beautiful design working.
That's true.
We'll have them as a side. Forgot.
They were hiding under the kale.
See? Kale. It's nothing but trouble. Look, we would have been able to see the mushrooms, but they were hidden under the kale. Bad kale. Bad greenery. We don't like you. Keep talking, and I'm going to see if... I'm going to pull this.
Oh, it's really pretty. Wait, we should... Oh! Sorry.
Can you flip the... Here, push the flippy button. There you go.
Flippy button. Okay, there you go.
Get on in there. Closer. We don't have an oven cam
Not the
here the way that we
freaking
do on
camera.
Good Eats. So...
Ain't that
There
the
we go.
prettiest thing you've ever seen?
I'm
Right
gonna
there.
Slide this right.
That's
you know
real
what?
pretty. Poofy.
You don't ever want to cut pizza on your peel because it'll make things not slide well later. So we're gonna. Oh, we don't want to cut right on that either, do we?
That is freaking beautiful.
All right, hold on. Just leave it
My
there for a
favorite artist, I mean, I have a bunch. Louise Bourgeois, I absolutely adore, and Lee Bontico, I adore, and also Anselm Kiefer.
Are you answering a? Are you
Yes,
talking about the pizza
I'm
or
just
answering?
random, like blah blah. Yes, I'm
Like,
reading.
Well, flip it around.
Nikki
so that
B
they can
asked me
see
who my
you.
favorite artist was.
Well, there.
Well, I know, but Lee Bontico. I remember to look at. Yeah. And Louise Bourgeois and Half Klimt. I'm forgetting her first name right now. The
Louise? No.
no. Ooh, my gosh.
Marguerite.
No.
We have the book.
Yeah.
Hold
I'm
on,
good.
hold
It's
on,
in New
hold
York though.
What?
The book. Ada. Half Klimt. Anyway, the Guggenheim did a really phenomenal. It's okay.
No, I'll Google
Well,
it.
no, we'll fill them in later. Because this
We're
is
big art people.
really pretty pizza. Yeah, museums. We're all, I don't know if you guys have been doing it. We started watching theater. We watched Red about Mark Rothko.
I will cut you so bad you wish you would never cut.
Go ahead.
Nope. Rothko.
No, I'm just
plays
saying there's a
Rothko?
lot of really wonderful, that's Alfred Molina. There was,
Wonderful. I'm a huge Rothko fan, personally.
no, but I don't know if
If I was
you
going to
guys.
steal a painting, it would probably be a Rothko.
Okay.
Keep talking while
No,
I do this,
I'm-
though. No, keep talking. There's nothing to talk about here. I just want to show it.
As soon as I start talking, you're going to interrupt me and talk about
You know what?
pizza.
I'm not. I'm sorry. That
That's
was
fine.
rude. I was being an asshole. I am sorry.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
didn't-
trying to involve myself in a conversation that I didn't really need to be part of. Please, take a second to talk about this stuff because they actually want to hear from you more than they want to hear from me.
No, that's not true. But there's a lot of really good, free, amazing stuff online. And so there are a lot of museums that are showing their whole collections. And there is, there's theater that's wonderful that's on that people are making free.
Well, what was the channel that you saw Red
It's all
on?
about culture. All Arts, ALLARTS is the one that,
And they had some others that we said.
it has a Kevin Kline thing that I didn't see yet. And they got through the Globe Theater, which we went to the Globe in London and saw Midsummer's Night, which was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
But there was another. Anyway, so there's a lot of really. This is all the bad, the horrible that's happening. There's a lot of really wonderful stuff coming together. And yes, the Opera House. I did see that too. So there's a lot of. Well, I can read these comments. That kind of makes me nervous.
Is that why you have so many globes?
Not next week. Ferns next week.
Ferns. Oh shit! You're really
What's
gonna
the
do
show
it.
with,
Oh shit! Sorry, cancel.
What's the show with Zach Galifianakis? Between the Ferns.
Between the Ferns.
That'll be us next week.
Oh shit!
Between the Ferns.
Here,
Maybe Zach could be our next.
Well, hold this. Now,
Gift,
it's all
guest.
downhill from here.
Zach, will you do our show?
Again, Zach's not going to do our show. He's just not. Do you want?
No,
this
it did
needs to
not
be
have
smaller.
globes. The Globe Theater did not have globes. And yes, the Met is doing wonderful things. Yes, the Design Museum in London is phenomenal. Favorite museum?
Tate Modern,
Tate Modern's one of them.
followed by the Whitney,
Followed by the Whitney is one of them. I would agree.
followed by the.
Spotify playlist is on Spotify, and it's called Plague is Get Again Sam. And I do still add stuff
Damn it! I'm
to
trying to
it.
get that thing to flip around.
Hi, Whitney. Hi, Zach. No.
You know
I
what?
wish.
Actually, my very favorite space is
Which Keaton do we watch?
We watched Sherlock Jr.
Sherlock Jr.
The other night. We're going to watch The General this week, which is one of my favorites.
He does need
My
to stay.
favorite space for a museum is actually the
Hirshhorn was
statue. No, I like the statue gallery
There's a dishwasher.
at the what?
They're asking if there's no dishwasher. I'm listening.
Yeah, look, there's a dish.
Wait, turn it around. Turn it around.
Here I'm about.
Here,
Here's our damn dishwasher.
dishwasher.
Let's get back to what
And
I
our
was saying,
trash.
which is that our trash matches. I like the statue portico gallery thing at the Met, because when we're there, the light falls so beautifully on your hair and bounces off the limestone.
I don't know if we've actually ever been there together.
It's like the beginning of Star Wars.
In a galaxy far, far away.
This Death Star is
Wow.
fully operational. That was a Star Destroyer though, not a Death Star.
Really good. So good. Really good. Poofy or no? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the anchovies are there.
And so the jalapeno.
Okay.
I look like Simple Jack.
Yeah, you do. Let's close that up. All right.
Holy shit, that's hot. That is the hottest damn pepper I've ever eaten.
The second time.
Here,
really good.
You have this piece that.
Has all the jalapeno on it?
No, I'm taking the jalapeno off. There,
I
that's
like jalapeno.
Well, here, baby, let me get it for you. Boom.
Okay. Well, they probably don't want us to see us eat pizza. It's pretty good, though.
They want to see you eat pizza. I guarantee you.
I'm not going to do what you want me to do.
Why? Why aren't you? What do you think I want you to do?
I'm not going to do it. No.
Will you
Not
do
gonna
it?
buy it.
Will you do it after we sign off?
Maybe.
It's been especially good. This is tasty. I think that the secret is kale with anchovy.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
Pretty yummy. All right. Pizza something.
How much cheese did you put on it?
Not a lot.
A couple tablespoons of grated Parmesan.
Yeah. Maybe a quarter cup.
This is not about cheese.
No. Although,
Oh, look. We still don't have Bounty frickin' paper towels. We still have these. I wouldn't wipe a rhino's ass with these gosh darn paper towels. Here, let me.
we need hot
See,
mouth.
it's like refinishing
We need hot
furniture.
I exfoliate.
Really, really upset about the lack of Bounty.
I exfoliate as I clean. We need
You know,
hot
one.
mouth.
I said something nice about Reynolds Wrap 1 week later. Reynolds Wrap sends me Reynolds Wrap, but they do it from Amazon. Hilarious. Although grateful. But do I get any Bounty from Procter & Gamble?
I'm saving trees. Okay, I think we've done our time now.
All right.
They've done
We're
their
done.
time with us.
By the way, if you post comments after this loads up to YouTube, we answer almost 100% of those.
No on the pineapple pizza, but that's just me.
You know what? I'm not going to put pineapple on pizza, but I'll fight and die for your right to do so. Okay? Gordon Ramsay, you can't put pineapple on pizza. Screw you. You can put whatever you freaking want on a pizza. This is America. And you're free. Whatever groceries you buy, I mean, you can't like steal one.
You know,
Yeah?
crust
Well-
is good. You may have something there.
We're
Okay.
like putting ketchup on hot dogs. That's your choice. That's a choice thing. All right, we'll be back next week. We're going to answer like 100% of your replies or your comments on YouTube later. We would really like to have your suggestions for what we call the show when we move it on into kind of a permanent.
Keep it quarantine.
By the way, I do have one thing to tease here at the last minute.
What?
For those of you that are fans of the Food Network app, kitchen app, Elizabeth and I believe will be doing 4 live appearances on that platform in the month of June, probably on Monday evening. So we'll let you know about that. Watch social media.
Okay.
That's it.
I didn't know about that.
Have it.
I did know. You mentioned
Don't
it.
do that. I mentioned it. Wait.
Oh, no, I'm in the furnace. This is fennel.
That's it for this week. And watch what I've learned.
Eggs.